Hey everyone, it's George from Blockchain DXB and today is the 28th of August 2025 and looks like guys the prices of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies hasn't moved a lot and it's going to be really interesting to see guys how the month of August ends because historically speaking guys, August and September hasn't been that great for the prices of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, but this year is different guys because in October it is exactly 18 months from the Bitcoin halving and every 4 years guys, 18 months after the Bitcoin halving, the prices of Bitcoin tends to reach a new all-time high. And this year, guys, if you look at the economic conditions, particularly in the United States of America, things under the Trump administration is definitely looking great, isn't it? So I'm definitely optimistic as to what is going to be happening towards the end of this year. But in the meantime, guys, the cryptocurrency world is slightly rocky, isn't it? But look, guys, you also need to remember that right now the price of Bitcoin is over the $100,000 mark. And imagine a decade ago, if someone would have told you that the price of Bitcoin would have crossed the $100,000 mark. You would have immediately laughed at that particular person, isn't it? But right now, guys, things are definitely looking good at a macro level in the world of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. And regarding inflation, particularly in the United States of America, guys, the next inflation number or CPI data will be out on the 11th of September. And just a week from that, guys, that is on the 17th of September, Federal Chair Jerome Powell at the FOMC meeting will make a decision whether to keep the interest rate, reduce it or increase it. And I'm pretty much sure, guys, those are the next two pivotal days that we should be looking forward to, isn't it? But I'm really curious to check, guys, how the global cryptocurrency market ends for the month of August. Now, since the last 24 hours, guys, the ETF inflows is definitely looking great. So it looks like the investor sentiment confidence is definitely picking up pace, isn't it? And more importantly, guys, the volume of stablecoins is pretty good as well. And me personally, guys, I'm also content with what is going on regarding the 24-hour trading volume. And even if we look at what is going on in recent large exchanges, guys, things are definitely looking good. So it's going to be really interesting to see what happens over this particular weekend. Now in today's episode, guys, we have some really interesting information regarding Google and Google Cloud, guys. They are building a new Layer-1 blockchain called as Google Cloud Universal Ledger. So in today's episode, we'll go and discuss what this news is all about, because the finer details regarding this is not out yet, and the full launch, guys, is expected by 2026. Now look, guys, Google launching their own blockchain is definitely a massive deal, and it's going to be really interesting to see if they're actually competing with Ethereum. Now this news might sound really massive, guys, but it is really important that we understand the pillars of Bitcoin and open blockchain. And in today's episode, guys, we'll go and touch base on what the pillars of open blockchain is once again. And it is so important, guys, that Google's Layer-1 blockchain takes mark each and every pillars of these blockchain. So we'll definitely go and discuss what this news is all about. Now the second news, guys, is more to do with surveillance. And this is connected to CFTC, that is US Commodity Future Trading Commission. And they are focusing on surveillance, guys. And here's the thing. They are adopting the platform that is used by Nasdaq. And Nasdaq uses market surveillance platform, isn't it? And with this move, guys, they are replacing the outdated legacy system. So in today's episode, we'll definitely go to discuss this. Now it's really important to note, guys, this surveillance platform will be focusing on derivatives, prediction markets as well as digital assets. And roughly around 2 weeks ago, guys, I did talk about US Treasury Secretary, that is Scott Bessent. He did put forward an idea regarding digital ID regarding decentralized finance, isn't it? So could it be possible that not just CFTC but even the US Security and Exchange Commission, they go and start implementing what Nasdaq is doing? Definitely keep an eye on that news. Now the next news, guys, I'm going to be discussing is regarding a crypto adoption index. And looks like the adoption rate in Venezuela is definitely picking up pace. As a matter of fact, guys, the adoption rate has risen by 110% over the last year. And right now they are currently number 13th. So we'll definitely go and give out more information regarding this. Now what makes this really interesting is because shops and employers in Venezuela, guys, they are increasingly accepting stable coins. And the reason for that is pretty simple, guys. The inflation has jumped up to a staggering 229%. So in today's episode, we'll definitely go and discuss this. Now if you follow US politics, guys, the Trump administration is also targeting Nicolas Maduro, isn't it? And they've also sanctioned the country heavily. So I'm pretty much sure because of that, the crypto adoption has increased as well. So we'll definitely go and take a deep dive into this. Now the next news, guys, is a really interesting one. And this is all the way from Thailand, guys. And KuCoin, guys, which is one of the leading cryptocurrency exchanges, they will be supporting Thailand's G-Token program. And Thailand's G-Token program, guys, is focusing on tokenized government bonds. So we'll definitely go and discuss this. But this news, guys, is more connected to a consortium, and looks like KuCoin is the first global cryptocurrency exchange to be part of this consortium. So we'll definitely go ahead and discuss what this news is all about. Now, we have quite a lot of interesting things to cover, guys, in today's episode. And like we do in every Blockchain DXB podcast, we will be looking at two news from Dubai, UAE, and the Middle East. Now, the first news, guys, is a massive news in the world of artificial intelligence. And Dubai, guys, has launched a $1 million Global Artificial Intelligence Film Award. And along with that, guys, for the influencers, there is 50 million dirham up for grabs. So what I'll do, guys, in today's episode, I'll go ahead and give out more information regarding this. Now, me personally, guys, I do actually release a standalone episode every day using artificial intelligence. So I'm hoping, guys, I'm one of the influencers who's actually benefiting by this. Because the episode that I released called as AI Takeover, guys, is 100% done by artificial intelligence. So we'll definitely go ahead and explore what this news is all about. Now, the second news, guys, is a massive news. And this is connected to Mastercard having a partnership with Circle, guys. And the news essentially is that Mastercard is expanding the partnership with Circle. And this is to settle digital settlements for merchants and acquirers in Middle East region. Really massive news, isn't it? And news such as this, guys, definitely makes cryptocurrency adoptions, particularly stablecoins, mainstream, isn't it? So we'll definitely go ahead and discuss the importance of this news. So we have quite a lot of interesting things to cover, guys, in today's episode. Let's kickstart with it right away. Hey everyone, this episode is powered by a new sponsor, that is Amana, and they are the region's first and fastest growing regulated all-in-one trading and investing app. So look, guys, whether you're looking into invest in US stocks like Apple or Tesla, or mega giants like ADNOC or Salik, Amana puts the financial markets on your fingertips. It includes gold, foreign exchange, ETFs, futures, commodities, and guess what, guys? They have over 375 cryptocurrencies, and this makes them the biggest crypto selection in the region. Now, for the Blockchain DXB listeners, guys, if you want to go and build long-term wealth without thinking about it every day, explore Amana's pre-built auto investment plans, and all you have to do is set your monthly budget, choose your preferred asset category, and let Amana automate the investing for you. Zero fees, zero lockups, 100% customizable. And here's the thing, guys, funding your account is easier than ever. You can fund your account with Apple Pay, Google Pay, credit cards, instant bank deposits, and even crypto wallets. No friction and no hassles. And the best part is, guys, let's say if you need support, you would absolutely love Amana for this, because they offer 24/6 human customer service, as well as a personalized sales support, real people, real help, and the customer support is in English as well as in Arabic. And for the Blockchain DXB listener and community, guys, I do have something really exclusive for you. What you can do is register with Amana using the code Blockchain DXB, or you can also use the link that is in the show notes below. And here's the best part, guys. Once you register, fund your account with a minimum of $100 and at least go ahead and make one trade, and then you'll receive a $100 trading bonus credit to your account the following month. But look, guys, it's real important to note, the bonus is non-withdrawable. It is there to help you trade and learn. So look, guys, if you're looking for a transparent, powerful and easy to use app, that's Amana for you. So what are you waiting for, guys? Download the app now, or you can also visit the website that is amana.app, and don't forget to use the code BlockchainDXB. And Amana, guys, is all markets one app. Next, guys, I'm happy to announce that Blockchain DXB is the official media partner with one of the OGs in the cryptocurrency and blockchain event space, and that is Blockchain Futuristic Conference taking place in Florida this year, as well as ETH Women taking place simultaneously. And trust me, guys, this is an event that you don't want to miss, isn't it? Because for the very first time, North America's most immersive Web3 event is heading to the United States of America, and the Blockchain Futurist Conference and ETH Women event is actually taking place between the 5th and 6th of November. And the location is absolutely stunning, guys. It is taking place at Guitar Hotel at Hard Rock, which is in Hollywood, Florida. That's right, guys. Palm trees, panels, and the biggest mind in blockchain and cryptocurrency is all in one place. So there will be multi-stage panels, NFT galleries, DeFi showcases, hand-on tech demos, metaverse experiences, even outdoor VIP cabanas, and quite a lot more. And the Guitar Hotel at Hard Rock, guys, is one of the most iconic venues in the country. So look, guys, if you're in the Web3 space, cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, or even artificial intelligence space, or just want to do some serious networking, this is the place that you got to be. And to all of you Blockchain DXB listeners, guys, we have something really interesting for you, because you can get a 25% off the tickets. So just use the code DXB 25 and the link to the event as well as the code is in the show notes below. And as an official media partner, I'll be doing exclusive live coverage, interviews, behind the scenes access, and I will be spotlighting some of the most exciting projects shaping the future of decentralized finance tech. So if you're at the venue, guys, definitely come and say hi. Maybe we can catch up for a coffee as well. So listen guys, the code is DXB 28th, and by using this code you will be eligible for a 25% discount. And the event is taking place between the 5th and 6th of November 2025 at the iconic Guitar Hotel at Hard Rock, that is in Hollywood, Florida. And in the show notes below guys, there's all contact details for Blockchain Futuristic Conference Florida 2025 as well as Eat Women. And look guys, this is the future of blockchain technology brought into life, so don't just read about it, be there and head to the website that is futuristconference.com and go ahead and use the code DXB25. So see you at the event. Next, Advanced Media. Advanced Media guys is the largest distributor of professional video, photo, broadcast and cinematic equipment and accessories in the Middle East and MENA region. With over 2 decades of experience, Advanced Media is now the largest distributor in the Middle East, representing more than 100 recognizable brands, including brands such as Zeiss, DJI, Hasselblad, Red and Rode. As a matter of fact guys, the very mic that I'm recording is being sponsored by Advanced Media as well, and Advanced Media has showrooms in Saudi Arabia and services as well. Looks like they're definitely taking the Middle East by storm. And here's the beautiful thing guys, they're taking corporate social responsibility very seriously, and they're focusing on 3 P's, that is people, planet and prosperity. Now listen guys, if you do want to find out more information regarding the statement of corporate social responsibility, check out the website that is www.amt.tv. And here's the beautiful thing guys, they also want to be a leader and set an example and reputation as a pioneer and member of the community. And in doing so guys, they also have an AMT scholarship with SAE Institute in Dubai, UAE, so definitely check it out. And also guys, Advanced Media is committed to persistently developing, organizing and hosting training workshops, seminars and community events that educate, inform and familiarize consumers with new equipment and the latest technological advances. So listen guys, do one thing, if you do want to support this channel, go to the website that is www.amt.tv and follow the social media channels as well. All of the details are in the show notes below. Next, Startup OI is global one tech platform for tech. It offers global high-paying tech jobs with flexibility in working time and location, global free tech events, and tech networks to connect with global like-minded engineers. A brilliant platform to listen to the tech experts in Metaverse and to grab their insights. Now listen, all you have to do is download the app Startup OI. If you're using an Android version, go to Google Store and App Store for iOS devices. Alternatively, you can also click on the show notes below to download Startup OI. Next, guys, listen, if you're into fitness, if you're into adventure, if you want to do something wild but still want to keep your health in check, there is a new podcast in town, a podcast focusing on obstacle course race in the Middle East. The podcast is called the Race Pace Podcast. So check out the Race Pace Podcast across all leading platforms. And the Race Pace Podcast is a peer-to-peer community-driven podcast where they talk all about obstacle course race in the Middle East, from Sandstorm to Spartan Race, from Tough Mudder to Desert Warrior Challenge, and also the government govt games, and quite a lot more. The podcast has interviews with athletes locally and internationally to get inside scoop on how athletes prepare for obstacle course race. In the podcast, they also talk about interesting stories on why they are motivated to do obstacle course race. And that's not all, they also plan to release 7 NFTs, and these NFTs are no ordinary. These NFTs will represent every emirate in the UAE. And listen guys, these NFTs are going to be absolutely massive. So do one thing, go to Spotify, go to iTunes, go to any leading podcasting platform, check out the Race Pace Podcast across all leading platforms. And finally guys, not your keys, not your crypto. If you have dabbled with cryptocurrencies and now are seriously getting to protect your cryptocurrencies, there is no better way to protect it by using a hardware wallet. And this is where Ledger Wallet kicks in. And Ledger Wallets are hardware cryptocurrency wallets made by Ledger, a company headquartered in Paris, France. And Ledger's hardware wallets are multi-currency wallets that are used to store private keys for cryptocurrencies offline. And Ledger offers 2 hardware wallets, the Ledger Nano and Ledger Nano X wallets. They are world-class experts with extensive crypto security backgrounds.
they continuously look for vulnerabilities in ledger products in a constant effort to improve the level of security. Now, in today's world, securing these digital assets is a critical challenge, and this is where Ledger kicks in. So click the link below to buy your hardware wallet and support this podcast. It is a brilliant way to support this podcast. So what are you waiting for? The link is in the show notes below.
Now guys, since you've taken care of that, let's kickstart by looking at the global cryptocurrency market. Now the global cryptocurrency market, guys, is still below the $4 trillion mark. Right now it is at $3.97 trillion, and since the last 24 hours it is up by 0.6%. And if you look at the ETF inflows, guys, today it is at a staggering $543.1 million. But here's the thing, guys, since the last 24 hours, there is surprisingly a lot of outflows connected to Ethereum ETFs. But the ETF inflows in Bitcoin has picked up pace. So does it give an indication that in the next few days, the prices of Bitcoin will be picking up pace? That is at least what I am assuming, guys. But let's see, guys, if that is how the market reacts. And look, guys, whatever I'm saying is definitely not financial advice. Make sure you go out and do your own research. Because since the last 3 months, guys, the ETF inflows and outflows is giving us a very fair assessment as to which direction the prices of Bitcoin or cryptocurrency is heading towards. But let me know, guys, if you agree to my assessment or disagree to it. Now, if you look at the global cryptocurrency market, the 24-hour volume is well over the $100 billion mark. It is at a staggering $148 billion. And even if you look at the volume of stablecoins, guys, I am kind of content with what is going on in the cryptocurrency world. And it is needless to say, guys, because of the partnership by Trump Media Group with Kronos, which is the token connected to Crypto.com, a lot of activity is actually taking place in Kronos, isn't it? Now look, guys, I wouldn't be surprised if we see a new trend with a lot of cryptocurrency exchanges having some political affiliation because of this news. So could it be possible that is the new narrative going forward? Because in the cryptocurrency world, absolutely anything is possible, isn't it? Now the prices of Kronos has definitely gone off the chart. And earlier today, guys, I did actually see a post by a cryptocurrency exchange called as Burjax, and they've also started the customers to go out and purchase, buy and sell and trade in Kronos. And they might be the first cryptocurrency exchange in the Middle East to go out and do that. Really interesting and powerful development, isn't it? Now let's quickly run through some numbers regarding decentralized exchanges, because the 24-hour trading volume is $17.94 billion. And the total fees collected for these transactions of $17.94 billion, guys. Today it is at $86.34 million, and the total value locked has picked up pace. Today it is well over the $150 billion mark. It is at $157.94 billion. Now what I'd really urge you to do is, guys, keep a track on what is the development regarding Solana funds. Because yesterday and day before, guys, I talked about two organizations raising $1.2 billion and $1 billion. And their whole purpose is to go out and buy Solana and put it into treasuries, isn't it? And the moment that news is out, guys, I'm pretty much sure other firms will be willing to do that as well. So definitely keep an eye on news regarding Solana treasury firms. Now one matrix, guys, which I personally keep an eye on is the decentralized exchange dominance. And today that percentage is 47.59%. And along with that, guys, one matrix which I'm keeping an eye on is the total value lock connected to real world assets. And in terms of dollar amount, it is at $14.88 billion. Now let's quickly run to the volume of decentralized exchanges, and it is needless to say that Uniswap is leading the pack with $5.09 billion, followed by PancakeSwap at $2.10 billion. Hyperliquid, guys, is at number 3rd with $1.65 billion, and Aerodrome is at number 4th with $958.17 million. And at number 5th, guys, is an exchange called Zukuba with $738.95 million. So if you look at the volume of decentralized exchanges, guys, it is definitely pretty strong, isn't it? But I'm really liking what is going on in the world of stablecoins, and the volume of Tether USDT is well over the $100 billion mark. It is at a staggering $118.34 billion, and Circle USDC, guys, is at number 2nd with $17.87 billion, and FDUSD is at number 3rd with $6.63 billion. Now let's quickly run through the dominance, guys, because ever since this whole narrative regarding Ethereum treasury firm is picking up pace, looks like a lot of activity is actually taking place in Ethereum in comparison to Bitcoin, isn't it? And because of that, guys, the dominance of Ethereum is on an upward trend, and the dominance percentage of Bitcoin is on a downward trend. Now Ethereum's dominance today is at 14.20%, whereas Bitcoin's dominance today is at 57.40%. Now I'm really curious to check, guys, what the dominance of Solana or Sol is, and there is no way I can go and track it. If any of you guys have any metrics regarding that, guys, definitely mention them in the comments below or drop me an email to info@blockchaindxb.com. Now if you look at the 24-hour trading volume of Bitcoin and Ethereum, guys, Bitcoin's 24-hour trading volume is $61.77 billion, whereas Ethereum's 24-hour trading volume is $41.68 billion. Now, if you look at the market cap of Bitcoin, guys, there is not much improvement since the last 72 hours. Today it is at $2.23 trillion. But if you look at Ethereum, guys, its market cap has gone off the chart, isn't it? Last week it was at $575 billion. And from $575 billion, guys, it did actually drop down to $525 billion. But right now it has picked up pace to $554 billion. And earlier this week, guys, Ethereum did actually reach a new all-time high, isn't it? But looks like the price has fallen down from its all-time high. But I'm curious to check, guys, how the market is going to be reacting over this weekend. And as I've been saying this entire week, guys, we are waiting for some geopolitical news. Maybe a peace agreement between Russia and Ukraine. That will definitely go ahead and increase the investor confidence, isn't it? And if that thing happens, guys, I'm pretty much sure the prices of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies will definitely be bumping up. But look, guys, whatever I'm saying is definitely not financial advice. Make sure you go ahead and do your own research. Now, every day in the Blockchain DXB podcast, I tend to look at one new matrix, isn't it? And today, guys, I want to look at the top real-world asset token protocols by market capitalization. And it is absolutely no surprise that Chainlink is at number 1, and its market cap is $16.53 billion. This is followed by Stellar Blockchain, and the ticker symbol for that is XLM, and its market cap is at $12.06 billion. Avalanche, guys, is at number 3rd, but its market cap is at $10.55 billion. Hedera, guys, is at number 4th with $10.26 billion. And Ondo is at number 5th with $2.99 billion. Now look, guys, I've been looking at this matrix for almost 6 months, isn't it? And earlier, guys, there was also a protocol called as Mantra, which was in the top 5. But looks like the founders decided to take a lot of the funds, isn't it? And the prices of that particular token did actually fall down by well over 90%. And regarding real-world asset tokenization, guys, there is so much of hype in Dubai, isn't it? And here's the interesting thing, guys. One of the real-world asset tokenization project called as Prepco, guys, they are surprisingly working on Ripple. So it's going to be really interesting to see, guys, if we do get any real-world asset tokenization news in the Middle East. Now, guys, let's go and look at the king of all kings. And I'm talking about Bitcoin, guys, because the price of Bitcoin right now is $112,375. And since the last 24 hours, it is up by 0.29%. But since the last 7 days, it is marginally down by 1.73%. Ethereum right now is at $4,588. And since the last 24 hours, it is marginally down by 0.04%. But since the last 7 days, it is actually up by 5.16%. Ripple XRP has crossed the $3 mark, and today it is at $3.01. And since the last 24 hours, it is marginally down by 0.80%. But since the last 7 days, it is actually up by 1.27%. And it's going to be really interesting to see, guys, how the market is going to be reacting over this weekend. Now, guys, let's go and talk about some really interesting news by Google. And Google Cloud, guys, is building a new Layer-1 blockchain called as Google Cloud Universal Ledger. And the ticker symbol for that, guys, is GCUL. And here's the thing, guys, they have a clear focus on financial institutions. And the project introduces Python-based smart contracts. And they are emphasizing institutional neutrality. And here's the thing, guys, it is already undergoing integration testing with CME Group. So it's going to be really interesting to see what the outcome to this is. Because based on this particular test, guys, they're definitely planning a full rollout in 2026. But look, guys, the big question is it going to be working on the pillars of open blockchain? Now, what I'd really urge you to do is, guys, on YouTube, try to look at one of the greatest educators of all time, that is Andreas Antonopoulos. And he did put out an excellent video explaining the pillars of open blockchain. And essentially, guys, the pillars of open blockchain is open source, permissionless, borderless, censorship resistant, neutral or neutrality that Google is aiming to solve, and finally, guys, publicly verifiable. So when you talk about open source, guys, this particular project by Google Cloud, that is Google Cloud Universal Ledger, is the source code completely open source for absolutely anyone to go and check it. Now, based on my understanding, right now they are testing it with CME Group, isn't it? And who's to say there's a possibility once they go live, they might make the source code completely open source. So definitely keep an eye on for the source code regarding Google's blockchain. Now, the next one, guys, is permissionless, which just means, guys, you do not need absolutely any permission to go and use any blockchain. And that is one of the beauty of Bitcoin, isn't it? And you can make the same argument that Ethereum works on the same principle as well. You do not need any ID and there is no age restriction as well. And could it be possible that Google's blockchain also is permissionless? Let's see how this time unfolds. Cause look, if you do require any permission, guys, it is a massive red flag, and it means that there is a centralized entity responsible for it. And even if you look at the third point, that is borderless, guys, there is absolutely no border to go ahead and make transaction on Bitcoin, isn't it? But in case of permission blockchain, guys, the transactions are geographically restricted. And this also touches base on the next point, that is censorship resistant, guys. And here's the beauty of Bitcoin, guys. Transactions in Bitcoin cannot be censored. And it is so important to understand the role of a Bitcoin miner, guys. Their role is to only go ahead and upload the transaction onto the Bitcoin blockchain. They do not have any say in approving or declining any of these transactions. But in case of permission blockchain, and based on my experience, guys, even in the world of real-world asset tokenization, a lot of these transactions can be censored, which just means, guys, there is a centralized entity involved in this, isn't it? So let's see if Google Cloud is censorship resistant as well. Now the next thing, guys, is regarding neutrality, which means the user experience is the same for using Bitcoin or open blockchain. And this is something which Google is aiming to do. But guys, they are focusing only on institutional neutrality. So could it be possible that this particular blockchain is only focusing on institutions? There is definitely a possibility for that. But could it be possible that they can still work on the pillars of open blockchain? At this point of time, guys, I cannot make any comment on it. Only after the source code is out, we'll be able to identify that, isn't it? And the final point, guys, is regarding publicly verifiable. And according to me, guys, one of the beauties of Bitcoin and open blockchain is all of the transactions of Bitcoin and open blockchain is publicly verifiable. And any person anywhere in the world can go ahead and verify it. And it's going to be really interesting to see, guys, can the transactions on Google blockchain work on same principles? Because look, guys, when you talk about central bank digital currencies, only selected individuals and most likely authorities, guys, they will be the one who will be able to verify it, isn't it? But there is also another option, guys. Central bank digital currency issuers, they can allow the transactions to be publicly verifiable for absolutely anyone to go ahead and check it. But the big problem with central bank digital currency is the issuers can go ahead and double spend, isn't it? And double spending, guys, is one of the basics of understanding Bitcoin and open blockchain, isn't it? And according to me, guys, the biggest innovation of Satoshi Nakamoto was he was able to go ahead and solve the double spending problem. Because prior to Bitcoin, guys, there were cryptocurrencies, but they had a double spending problem. And essentially what that means is people could go ahead and use the same cryptocurrency twice, maybe even 3 or 4 times, and the ledger was not reflecting that correctly. And Satoshi Nakamoto solved the double spending problem, guys, by using cryptography, hashing algorithm as well as mathematics, and that is the beauty of using proof of work as well, isn't it? So it's really important to understand the pillars of open blockchain. And will Google Cloud Universal Ledger follow the principles of open blockchain? Let's see, guys, what the outcome to that is. And according to me, that will determine the future of it, isn't it? Now, guys, let's go and discuss some interesting news regarding CFTC and the US Commodity Future Trading Commission, guys. They are enhancing market oversight and advanced surveillance technology platform. And the official news regarding this, guys, is in the show notes below, and it is directly from the CFTC website. And essentially, guys, the CFTC is upgrading its oversight by adopting Nasdaq's market surveillance platform. And they are replacing the outdated legacy system. And the new technology, guys, will provide automated alerts, cross-market analytics, as well as real-time monitoring to detect fraud and manipulation across derivatives, prediction markets, as well as digital assets. And this particular move by CFTC, guys, is part of the agency's broader push to modernize and strengthen market integrity as trading evolves. And it's going to be really interesting to see, guys, if they're actually using any artificial intelligence as well. Because using artificial intelligence, guys, you can go ahead and identify a lot of fraud as well as manipulation. And you can also go ahead and identify some notorious actors as well, isn't it? So really interesting development. And I'm pretty much sure, guys, the US Security and Exchange Commission, they will go ahead and try to implement something similar as well, isn't it? Really important news. Now the next news, guys, is regarding a report that is published by Chainalysis. And it actually highlights that Venezuela's adoption rate has increased. As a matter of fact, guys, in just a matter of 1 year, the adoption rate has increased by 110%. And it is needless to say, guys, because of inflation going off the chart at 229% and the Venezuelan currency falling down by 70%, a lot of people are actually shifting to cryptocurrencies, isn't it? Now, this particular report, guys, does actually state that Venezuela is at number 13 so far as cryptocurrency adoption is concerned. And what I really like regarding this report is shops and employers are increasingly accepting stable coins. Because look, guys, let's say if you're in Venezuela And if you actually do receive the salary in the native fiat currency, because of inflation and the currency falling down, it does not make any sense to go ahead and keep holding it, isn't it? And that is the only reason why people are believing in the power of stablecoins, isn't it? And along with that, guys, Pam Bondi, who is the Attorney General of United States of America, she did put out a wanted warning for Nicolas Maduro, who's the president, and I believe there's a cash reward for people who go ahead and give out any information regarding him as well. And looks like right now the political scenario in Venezuela is definitely not looking great, and because of that, people are adopting cryptocurrencies. And the report also states that the crypto remittances in Venezuela hit $461 million in 2023. Now, I do remember, guys, last year the government of Venezuela did actually state that the petrol, which is managed by the state, will be accepting cryptocurrencies, and immediately they said that, guys, that anyone who uses stablecoins in Venezuela for that purpose, their account will be completely frozen. And this is going back to the pillars of open blockchain, isn't it? Now, as much as I dislike saying it, guys, stablecoin issuers can definitely go ahead and freeze your account, and Tether has frozen so many of the accounts. And right now, guys, with Genius Act in play, you'll be seeing a lot of frozen accounts that are connected to stablecoins in the United States of America. Now, going back to this report, guys, the user adoption in Venezuela has definitely picked up a lot of pace, and overall the index ranking is at number 13th. Now let me just run through the top 13, guys, cause India is at number 1, followed by Nigeria at number 2nd, Indonesia is at number 3rd, United States of America is at number 4th, Vietnam, guys, is at number 5th, Ukraine is at number 6th, followed by Russia at number 7th, Philippines, guys, is at number 8th, Pakistan is at number 9th, Brazil is at number 10th, Turkey is at number 11th, United Kingdom, guys, is at number 12th, followed by Venezuela at number 13th. So what I'd really urge you to do is, guys, in the show notes below, you'll see the entire link. And looks like a lot of transactions in Venezuela are still done by USDT. Really important and powerful news, isn't it? Now, guys, let's go and discuss some interesting news all the way from Thailand. And KuCoin, guys, is the first global cryptocurrency exchange to go and support Thailand's G-Token program. And regarding Thailand's G-Token program, guys, it is essentially the world's first publicly offered tokenized government bond. And they are doing this through a consortium. And the consortium members include XSpring Digital, KuCoin from Thailand, Six Network, as well as Krong Thai. Now regarding KuCoin, guys, they will be handling subscription, redemption, as well as listing, and they also have potential expansion plan to global platform. Now regarding the G-Token, guys, it democratizes access to sovereign debt, offering guaranteed repayment while at the same time leveraging blockchain for transparency, efficiency, as well as liquidity. And the CEO of KuCoin, that is BC Wong, guys, highlighted this as a milestone in bridging traditional finance with digital assets, and looks like they're setting a global benchmark for financial innovation, isn't it? Now for news such as this, guys, I'm pretty much sure they will be using some kind of stablecoin, isn't it? And in the episode that I released yesterday, guys, I talked about one of the groups called as Monarchs in Japan, guys. They are launching a stablecoin that is backed by the Japanese currency called as yen. So could it be possible that in Thailand, you might be seeing a new stablecoin issuer that will be backed by its native currency, that is baht? That, to be honest, will make a lot of sense for Thailand, isn't it? Because if they do actually go out and use, let's say, Tether USDT or Circle USDC or even Ripple for that matter, in a way they're making the US dollar strong, isn't it? Let me know, guys, what is your thought regarding it. But I'm pretty much sure, guys, we will be seeing some news in the world of stablecoins that is actually connected to Thailand's G-Token program. So these were some macro level newscasts in the Bitcoin blockchain cryptocurrency world. Now let's go ahead and look at two news from Dubai, UAE and the Middle East. Now the first news, guys, is a massive news. And Dubai is launching a $1 million global AI film award. And along with that, there's also 50 million dirham initiative for influencers. So let me go ahead and share more information regarding this. Because this award, guys, was unveiled by Mohammed Al-Gargawi, who's the UAE's Minister of Cabinet Affairs. And here's the thing, guys, it is launched in collaboration with Google's Gemini. Now me personally, guys, I don't use Google's Gemini as such, but maybe because of this news I'll go ahead and start using it. I personally prefer to use Grok 3 and ChatGPT 5. But going back to this news, guys, the award will recognize fully AI generated short films from ideation to post-production, and entries will be judged on storytelling, creativity, AI integration, execution, as well as humanitarian messaging. And the top 10 films, guys, will be showcased at the 1 Billion Followers Summit 2026. And the full competition details will be released in September of 2025. And Ali Al-Hamadi, guys, who's the Deputy Chairman of the UAE Government Media Office, highlighted the award as a milestone in merging creativity and artificial intelligence. And regarding the 1 billion follower summit 2026, guys, it will run from 9th of January to 11th of January 2026. And this time it will be done across multiple Dubai venues. And the summit's theme, guys, is content for good. And it is aiming to reach 3 billion people worldwide. And the event will feature 400 speakers from across the globe. And Dubai, guys, has also launched a 50 million dirham influencers accelerator program. And this is to support and grow creators globally. And the Creator Ventures program of 50 billion dirham, guys, will fund joint ventures in innovative projects by content creators, and partnerships have been announced with TikTok and Snapchat to mentor and support new talent. And a content creator accelerator program, guys, will incubate creators with funding, mentorship as well as investor connections. Now this initiative, guys, aims to empower the next generation of creative entrepreneurs with cultural, social as well as economical impact. And a new content creation company's pavilion, guys, will also debut at the summit, and they will be hosting around 100 small medium establishments as well as startups. And the pavilion will provide creators a platform to showcase the projects, secure deals as well as networks globally. Now I'm pretty much sure, guys, in the month of September we'll be getting more information regarding this, isn't it? Now look, guys, I do tend to release a podcast episode every day, and the AR series under the Blockchain DXB podcast, guys, a lot of people actually listening to it a lot. And the AR series under the Blockchain DXB podcast, guys, is 100% done by artificial intelligence. There is pretty much no involvement in it, and I am actually using Notebook LM by Google for it, so I'm definitely aiming to be part of these new AI ventures in Dubai. Now, guys, let's go ahead and discuss second news, and this, to be honest, guys, is a massive news for the Middle East region. And the news essentially, guys, is that Mastercard is expanding the partnership with Circle, and they want to transform digital settlement for merchants and acquirers in the Middle East region. So let me go ahead and break down more information regarding this, because they will be focusing on Middle East and African region, guys. And merchants and acquirers can now settle transactions in USDC as well as EURC. And this will be the first time stablecoin settlement is available in the Middle East and African region in acquiring ecosystem. And Nara Financial Services and Easy Financial Services, guys, are the first adopters because of this partnership. And look, guys, Mastercard is bridging blockchain native assets with traditional fiat commerce infrastructure. And acquirers will gain more efficient liquidity and settlement processes because of this. And merchants across emerging markets, guys, can benefit from faster trusted digital trade, isn't it? And the move also builds on existing crypto card programs, with Bybit and Silpay using USDC already. And Mastercard, guys, is aiming to integrate stablecoins into mainstream financial system. And look, guys, trust, security and compliance are the key priorities of Mastercard in scaling stablecoins. And regarding Circle, guys, they are really excited for this partnership, and they say that this expansion enables borderless, real-time financial stability. And Circle does see USDC becoming as widely used as traditional payments, enhancing liquidity and reducing settlement friction. And Easy Financial, guys, they're actually saying that this sets a new standard for digital settlement in the region. Now look, as Mastercard already enables end-to-end stablecoin payments worldwide, isn't it? So it does make a lot of sense to have them this move in the Middle East region as well. And Mastercard already supports a portfolio of regulated stablecoins such as USDC, EURC, USDG, FIUSD and PayPal's PYUSD as well. And infrastructure tools like Crypto Credential, Crypto Secure, Mastercard Move and MTN underpin this effort. And Mastercard, guys, is also pushing stablecoin use cases in remittances, B2B and gig worker payouts. Really powerful news, isn't it? So these were the news, guys, on the Bitcoin, blockchain, cryptocurrency and artificial intelligence world from Blockchain DXB. In case if you like listening to this podcast, please click on the follow button, give it a 5-star rating and share the word across. Now for the next few minutes is going to be an Ask Me Anything series, where your listeners can ask any questions regarding Bitcoin, blockchain, beyond blockchain, cryptocurrencies, NFTs, DeFi and Metaverse. So let's kick start with the Ask Me Anything series. Hey everyone, before we go ahead and kickstart the Ask Me Anything series, I do have some really interesting announcements. The first one is an interesting partnership, and this is connected to Bitcoin events. Now look guys, you know that Bitcoin is the king of all kings, isn't it? And the OGs of Bitcoin events, that is Bitcoin Inc., they have a massive event taking place in August in Hong Kong. And guess what guys? Blockchain DXB is the official media partner for Bitcoin Asia 2025. And this particular event guys takes place in August in Hong Kong. And Bitcoin Asia is the region's premier Bitcoin gathering event where builders, investors as well as investors meet. So at this event guys, expect powerful keynotes, bold conversations, and a headlining session with none other than Eric Trump, and he will be sharing his vision for Bitcoin's long-term potential. And more importantly, he along with a lot of Bitcoin OGs guys, they will be talking about the role of Bitcoin in global finance. And at the Bitcoin Asia 2025 event guys, they will be discussing Asia's massive impact on adoption. And look, as Bitcoin Asia event connects global Bitcoin communities and drives innovation across cultures and markets, from infrastructure to regulations, privacy tools to lightning development, and quite a lot more. And for you listeners of the Blockchain DXB podcast guys, I have a cool discount code of 10% for you, and the code is pretty simple guys. It is DXB, that is D for David, X for X-ray, and B for Bravo, and DXB is the code for Dubai as well, isn't it? So what are you waiting for guys? In the show notes below you'll see the registration details for Bitcoin Asia 2025. And look guys, Hong Kong is calling, so be part of the future of Bitcoin. Now the next announcement guys is another big one, and this is connected to Future Blockchain Summit and Fintech Search 2025. And Blockchain DXB once again is the media partner for Future Blockchain Summit and Fintech Search 2025. Now me personally guys, I did attend the Future Blockchain Summit going back to 2017, and the fact is guys, it is one of the biggest, oldest as well as boldest blockchain events in the region. And according to me as well as a lot of advocates of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, Future Blockchain Summit as well as Fintech Search 2025 is probably the biggest event in the entire world. And this event guys takes place between the 12th and 15th of October at the iconic location of Dubai Harbour. So this is going to be the place where blockchain meets fintech to redefine the future of finance. So expect 250 world-class speakers, over 1,200 investors, live demos, product launches, as well as GITEX Digital Assets Forum. And all of this thing guys will be under one roof, so you can expect so-called Web3 pioneers to fintech leaders shaping payments, banking, insurtech, AI as well as decentralized finance. And this particular event guys brings the entire ecosystem together. This is the launchpad you've been waiting for. And by attending this event guys, you will be in a position to be in front of top venture capitals, accelerators as well as industry leaders. And for blockchain and fintech companies guys, this is where connection turns into partnerships and dream turns into reality. And because Blockchain DXB is the media partner for Future Blockchain Summit and Fintech Search 2025 guys, in the show notes below you'll see the registration details, and there's a hidden discount code mentioned below as well. So do one thing guys, click on the show notes below, get yourself registered, and see you between the 12th and 15th at Dubai Harbour at the Future Blockchain Summit and Fintech Search 2025. Hey everyone, it's George from Blockchain DXB. You're listening to the Ask Me Anything series, where you listeners can ask any questions regarding Bitcoin, blockchain, beyond blockchain, cryptocurrencies, NFTs, DeFi, and Metaverse. I have a question by Angie who asks, will Google's blockchain compete with Ethereum or Solana, or will it only focus on institutional grade level? This, to be honest, Angie, is such an interesting question. Now, there is no much information regarding this news. The only source that I got regarding this is via CoinDesk. And based on that, I don't think that Google's blockchain protocol, that is Google Cloud Universal Ledger, is designed to go head-to-head with Ethereum or even Solana for that matter. And I'm talking about that in the sense how we talk about competition, isn't it? Because Solana is often called as Ethereum killer. Now that thing being said, Ethereum, Solana are public permissionless ecosystem, isn't it? And they are built for developers, decentralized finance, NFTs, gaming as well as other entire Web3 community. And their value, as I mentioned earlier, does actually fulfill the pillars of open blockchain. And they're essentially a global playground for innovation, isn't it? But so far as Google's Cloud Universal Ledger or the new blockchain protocol is concerned, based on my understanding, they look completely different from Ethereum or Solana. And based on the article via CoinDesk, it looks like it is a Layer-1 blockchain purpose built for financial institutions, and that would be most likely banks, exchanges, clearing houses, and possibly government as well. So based on my understanding, at least for now, it is not trying to attract meme coins, developers or NFT artists or any other things. Rather, it is just focusing on institutions. So in a way, Google's new blockchain is trying to give institutions credible neutrality, isn't it? And they're focusing on standardization and a more compliance-friendly infrastructure. And the fact that they're using Python for smart contracts rather than Solidity or Rust does actually tell you that they're working on something really interesting, isn't it? And they're aiming for more accessibility and integration with existing developers. And this is more connected to finance as such and not necessarily decentralized finance. And what I feel, Angie, is that the first integration partner is CME Group, isn't it? Which, by the way, is one of the largest derivative markets in the world. So I do feel that they're taking a completely different starting point compared to, let's say, Ethereum or even Solana or any other blockchain for that matter. So in a way, Angie, I do feel that Google's new blockchain runs parallel, but I don't see it competing for retail developers or NFT projects. Rather, it is providing a global institutional ledger layer that traditional finance can actually adopt without actually feeling they're entering the Wild West. But look, Angie, here is where it actually gets interesting. If institutions do actually get comfortable using Google's new blockchain for settlements, as well as large-scale asset tokenization, it could actually create a bridge between traditional finance and the broader cryptocurrency ecosystem, isn't it? So in that sense, I do feel it might not necessarily compete with Ethereum or Solana as such, but maybe it might end up shaping a completely new industry altogether. So to answer your question, is the Google's new blockchain competing with Solana or Ethereum? I do have to say at this point of time looks like it is a no, but there's a very high possibility over the long term it may actually become the institutional backbone that does actually merge with public blockchain. So interesting times ahead, I guess. And definitely a great question. And that's about all, guys, from the Ask Me Anything Season Blockchain DXB. In case if you like listening to this podcast, please click on the follow button, give it a 5-star rating, and share the word across. Remember, Monday to Thursdays we have Blockchain DXB podcast. We look at the geopolitical news. We look at the latest technological developments, we talk about interesting macro level partnership, and then, guys, we take a deep dive into what is going on in the Middle East. We look at the latest technological development, we look at latest partnerships in the world of cryptocurrencies and artificial intelligence as well. And what you're listening to right now is the Ask Me Anything series, where you listeners can ask any questions regarding Bitcoin, blockchain, beyond blockchain, cryptocurrencies, NFTs, DeFi, and Metaverse. So thanks so much for listening, guys, and have a nice one. Bye-bye.